So a brand new Samurai Jack game was announced. What is everything that we know about it? Let's discuss right now.
I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.
A quick shout to Edgar or Spong. I'm not sure which name they go by, but this is a fan of Metal Duckles that they drew. It looks like Metal Duckles straight out of a comic book strip, actually. Like, Metal Duckles just looks really goofy in this way, and I really dig it. So thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Or woman, I actually don't know who you are at all, or if you're actually human or not. So, thank you. Anyway, hello there beautiful human, my name is RidersDX, welcome to my channel, where today I've got an interesting new topic to talk about, and that is the brand new Samurai Jack game named Battle Through Time. And so I figured this might be a good game to cover because I know I'm covering Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated pretty extensively right now, and I have a feeling that it might be starting this trend of TV shows getting like not just video games but good video games, because I think if people see how successful Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated turns out to be, then I think it might inspire other companies to make video game adaptations and not just make cash grabs, but actually make them good, because the word of mouth is such a powerful thing in this day and age because of social media. And so if your game turns out to be good, then people will know about it, and so that's more incentive to put out a good product. But that's just my innermost thoughts spewing out whatever it is I'm thinking, because I would love to see some really great video game adaptations of some of my favorite TV shows. So Samurai Jack looks like it's the next franchise to get that treatment, and when it was announced, there was a lot of different reactions towards it, and I was able to collect a few different reactions myself from my subscribers and followers, and so here are some of what you all had to say. I was very surprised. It's so cool to see Jack and Aku return once again in the game 2020. Don't know if it's just me, but it takes me back to the early 2000s. I'm curious to see more. The art of the game looks amazing. I think it will be a cool game, but I think that we have to keep in mind that cartoon-based games aren't that strong in these days, so I hope this doesn't turn out to be a cash grab. It looks pretty awesome and looks like it could have been released in the early 2000s. I'm so glad we're starting to get more cartoon-based games that actually may be good for once, just like in the 2000s. I'm excited, but if they don't add Aku's extra thick line in the game, I'll be disappointed. I am interested, and it depends on how the gameplay is and how the storyline goes. Doesn't look bad, but Aku still sounds bad like he did in Season 5, no offense Greg Baldwin. So, a few different opinions here and there, but for the most part, people seem to be interested in this game, and I'm wondering, like, first of all, where did it come from, because it basically came out of nowhere, but also are interested in seeing how it turns out. And so I've got 8 different items total that I'm gonna go over that explain like what this game is and what we know about it so far. And so let's just go ahead and dive right into the list. At number 1, the game is slated out to come out on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So all the main consoles, just like Rehydrated actually. Yeah, are you seeing the connection here? Cause I sure am. At number 2, the game is being published by Adult Swim Games and is being developed by Japanese developer Soleo Games. Soleo Games previously worked on a multiplayer arena fighter based on a Naruto franchise called Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. Oh gosh, my pronunciation is just wonderful. The development team itself is composed of people who did work on Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. Wait, is that Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Garden? I'll have to double check that. But yeah, that is a bit of a history on the people developing this game. At number 3, this game is a 3D hack and slash title, which apparently is very similar to the Naruto game. I didn't look into that game, so unfortunately I can't know for sure. If you know, then please let me know in the comment section below. But the gameplay will also allow players to wield a variety of different melee and ranged weapons. So obviously Jack's sword is a big thing that's going to be here, but there's also going to be other weapons that you can utilize within the game, so that'll be very interesting to see how that goes. At number 4, the script is being written by the series head writer Derek Bachman. He's very heavily involved in this game, and he actually was at PAX East this year doing a panel, which I stupidly missed, unfortunately. Like, when I realized that the panel was happening, it had already happened, so I was very disappointed in myself. But I will leave a link to the panel in the description box below if you want to check out the recording of it, because it was streamed on Twitch, and so we have a full recording of everything they talked about. At number 5, the game is coming out summer 2020, so it's not that far away from here actually. I'm wondering if it's gonna be more so June, July, or August. The game does look like it's pretty well developed from the footage that we've seen so far, but we can't know for sure because we haven't actually really seen the game in action yet. But I'm sure that time's gonna be coming up very soon, and the game's coming out in summer of 2020. At number 6, and so I'm unfortunately not too familiar with the story of Samurai Jack. I'm definitely going to go ahead and watch it again and just make sure I get brushed up on all the different details I might have missed when I was a kid. But the game's story, according to the voice actor of Jack, Phil LaMarr, as he describes it, is not really an extension of the story, but it's more so adding more of it into what's already been in place. So according to Phil LaMarr, the original story is heavily intertwined with Samurai Jack's series finale. So the game itself begins during the finale as Jack is finally returning to the past to defeat his nemesis Aku. During the demon's death throes, he changes the course of Jack's time portal and he sends the samurai back to where he first landed upon entering the future. And so the trailer basically confirms that the story will span all 5 seasons. Jack is seen fighting foes in both his original uniform and also his pitch black Karuda, which he wore during season 5. And so it's gonna go do all sorts of events through the entire show. So that's a really great premise for this game because it gives them the room to really reference a lot of different things from the main show. So I'm sure lots of fans are gonna love that. At number 7, all the original voice actors are back, which apparently was not the case with the original Samurai Jack game, which was on the PS2 and GameCube, I think, back in the mid-2000s. And so that was something that they definitely wanted to make sure they got for this one. So it definitely shows promise that they're at least trying to make this a really good game. I mean, let's be honest here, this game itself seems very random. No one was expecting this game to come out. There was some rumors and some talk about Battle for Bikini Bottom getting remade, but from what I could tell, no one was really expecting this game to be a thing. So the fact that they're going out of their way to make a Samurai Jack game after the show had ended 3 years ago kind of shows you that they wanted to make this game and they made it with the intention of it being good and selling a lot. So it's gonna be very interesting. But all the original voice actors are back in this game. So here's a short clip of them with some example voice overs that they did for the game.
You're so looking nice. Wow, listen to you. He's got to live in the city. Maybe. He's still not.
You thought you could return to the past and destroy me? But also the Allies.
Jack, you're so close. You have to keep going.
I must put an end to this madness. And they honor him, and he depends on them. And ultimately, they come to his aid. And in the game, that's part of the world. That's part of being Samurai Jack. Is there are the villains and there are the allies. Sometimes you help them, and sometimes they help you.
So my final item at number 8, after being asked about the series longevity at PAX East 2020, Tartakovsky actually responded that they hadn't squeezed out all the life out of Samurai Jack yet, and that this game was actually just the beginning of something. So here's the quote in context so you can hear for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's what seems so special about this project, but also season 5, is you guys were able to pick up Samurai Jack almost as if it hadn't been so many years since. And it doesn't even feel weird necessarily to have a Samurai Jack video game come out right now, even though season 5 aired 3 years ago. Samurai Jack continues to have this life.
Yeah, I don't think we squeezed the life of it yet.
Right.
It's just the beginning of it all. There's still more.
Oh, just the beginning? Do you have more to say about that?
No.
Movie when? Season 6 when?
So this tells me that this game is just the beginning of something big that they have planned for the Samurai Jack franchise. Maybe there'll be more games, maybe it'll be another TV show, maybe it'll be a movie, I don't know what it could mean, but it looks like it's the beginning of something else for the franchise. And that's really exciting because that means that they have plans beyond this game. And that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have going on. And that's pretty much everything that I was able to glean from like my little bit of research I did for the game. Now, I didn't watch the entire PAX East panel, and so I'm not sure there's more details to be gleaned from that. If there is anything significant, then I can make a follow-up video on that. But overall, I think it's just really cool to see this game be a thing, because I hate to say it, but I do have a very, very fond memory of licensed games when I was a kid. I just love the idea of playing as my favorite TV show characters in these video games, and so I was very obsessed with them. And I also bought a lot of movie games in particular when I was a kid, because I love these characters already. So it'd be so great to have video games where they're being utilized to their highest potential. And so from what I can tell, it looks like they're putting a lot of effort into this game, and that they're trying their best to make it good, and they want this game to lead into other things, judging from that quote. And so I do have some faith that they're going to make this game be at least decent, but of course we can't tell until we see more footage and until we see how the game really shapes up to be. But I do have slightly high hopes that this game is going to turn out to be really good, but we'll just have to see. And I'm definitely gonna brush up on Samurai Jack. I'm gonna watch all the seasons again just so I can get more familiar with the story. But yeah, I think it's just such a great thing that this game is a real thing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. And I'm really happy for Samurai Jack fans in particular, because seeing Battle Bikini Bomb Rehydrated announced was such a great thing for me. So I can only imagine what it was like for Samurai Jack fans. I thought the franchise was basically like dead in the water. Like, I'm not sure if there was anything else Samurai Jack related that was going on afterwards. But this is a really great sign that they have more things planned for this franchise. But okay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do y'all think about Samurai Jack Battle Through Time? Are y'all excited for the title? Are y'all concerned about the title? Do you all not care? Let me know why or why not in the comment section below. Let me know what was your favorite detail that I mentioned in this video, and let me know if there's anything else that was announced that I did not put in this video, so that I can be like, yep, I didn't do good enough research apparently. I didn't catch everything that was necessary. But yeah, thank you so much. Okay, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to my channel if you like videos like these, want to see more in the future, follow me on Twitter or Twitch, and join my Discord server, The Spongy Garden. Special shout out to Reese Gaming, Team Route Sonic Gainer, Glitched Alfred, and Desiree Webb. These are my patrons / YouTube members. If you'd like to become a patron or YouTube member, get access to a whole bunch of different perks, then please check out the links in the description box below. But alright, this is Riders, riding out.